What's up, everybody? My name is Big Cam. Welcome back to another movie review. Today we will be continuing on my DC movie rewatch with 2021's The Suicide Squad, director James Gunn. Woo! And this one, I like the original Suicide Squad, but the Suicide Squad feels much more James Gunn and much more like what the Suicide Squad should have been. Where the first one made them like this G.I. Joe tactical supervillain Avengers squad. You know what I mean? And like, that was cool because we'd never seen anything like it. But after seeing this version of the characters, I like all of the characters and how they were done and how much heart they have in the storytelling that James Gunn does of his characters, right? The actual plot of the movie, you know, they have to fight a Starro, they have to, you know, like, that whole thing I don't really love. I don't necessarily love Starro, but it feels better than whatever Enchantress in her, like, goopy villains, like the villains in that one ain't good either, but that one's really like the Suicide Squad versus Amanda Waller, kinda, you know, like, and that one's not great at all either, really. But I do like Will Smith as Deadshot and El Diablo in that movie, so, you know, I don't hate that movie, and Harley Quinn got introduced, you know, as Harley Quinn in that movie, so love that. Boomerang was pretty great, Croc. You know, like, I don't mind that Suicide Squad, but they're not done as good as this one. And, at least character-wise. And Margo's back as Harley Quinn. We got Idris as Bloodsport. John Cena, Peacemaker. Joel Kinnaman as Rick Flagg's back. They got Sly Stallone to voice King Shark, which is hilarious that James Gunn was able to do that, because him and Sylvester Stallone are friends because he was in Guardians 2 and 3, I think, maybe just 2. But he did like a glorified cameo in Guardians 2 as a Ravager, so hell yeah. Amanda Waller is, of course, Viola Davis, back again. Probably my one and only choice for Amanda Waller. Viola Davis just really takes over that role very, very well. Potentially my favorite part of this movie is David Dastmalchian as Polka Dot Man. That's your mom! You know, like, and he's like, yeah, I killed her! And then he gets smushed. Ugh, terrible. The amount of Suicide Squad members that die in this movie also is commendable, because they are the Suicide Squad, right? Like, people should die. The overwhelming majority of them should not live, at least, you know what I'm saying? But we also got Pete Davidson as Blackguard, Lise Braga as Sol Soria, Peter Capaldi as the Thinker. We got Michael Rooker in there as Savant. Nathan Fillion as the detachable kid, where his arms detach and just kind of smack people around. That was kind of hilarious. Taika Waititi's in there as Ratcatcher 1. Daniela Melchior as Ratcatcher 2. I really like Daniela Melchior. She's kind of won me over. Steve Agee as John Economos. He comes back in Peacemaker. Really loves Steve Agee. Sean Gunn is Weasel and Calendar Man. That's James Gunn's brother. Also Kraglin in Guardians of the Galaxy. Really love him. You know, and there's a bunch of others in there too, but man, the cast on this, like, James Gunn's cast always kill it for me. And like, they have Boomerang in there and Javelin and people, like, they have a whole squad of Suicide Squad that they fake us out with in the first couple minutes, and they all get wiped out, and then they send in a second squad to go retrieve Captain Flag in Harley Quinn, and it's this new squad. It's King Shark and Peacemaker and Bloodsport, and man, are they such a ragtag little bunch, but man, do I love them. I gave this movie 3.5 out of 5 stars, about a 7 out of 10. If I had to give it a true 10 score, maybe like a 7.5 out of 10. I really like it, but maybe it was missing just a little bit of solid-ass villain, but, you know, Starro's fine. I think I was just creeped out by the giant one eye, but, you know, I also didn't love that she stabbed the eyeball. I have a thing with stabbing in eyeballs that I don't really love. But I will say there was a girl that I was talking to for a long time. And we were over one day and we had that movie on in the background while we were coupling, as Game of Thrones would say. And in the background, all of a sudden she goes, what does Margot Robbie have that javelin for? I go, oh, you'll see. There's a point to her having that javelin. And then all of a sudden she saw Starro for the first time, like burst out of the Jotunheim cell or whatever, and he's ginormous. And she goes, oh, she's gonna stab the eye, isn't she? And I was like, what is with these women and how quickly like she got that Margot was about to stab that eye? Like she guessed it was gonna happen. I was like disgusted when it happened the first time I saw it because I wasn't expecting it. And then rats flow in, and I'm with Bloodsport. Fuck a rat, really. But somehow James Gunn makes you care about rats, and rats end up saving the day, and Ratcatcher 2 ends up beating Starro and eating Starro alive by rats. I don't know. It works out. But comment below, who's your favorite member of the Suicide Squad? Mine's probably King Shark. Probably a close second is Peacemaker or Polka Dot Man. But come on, King Shark's the boy. But 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10, 3.5 out of 5 stars. Comment your score down below. Look me up on Letterboxd if you want to see my other movie reviews and lists that I've made this year. I've watched hundreds of movies this year. I think I'm at 200 plus, and tons of movie reviews up on the channel. There was a Theory Time video earlier in the week discussing who is the Marvel MCU anchor being. If you know, you know. Also discussing, you know, Fantastic Four, that San Diego Comic-Con, Doctor Doom being Robert Downey Jr., you know, like crazy stuff. And, you know, I love the MCU, but I also love the DCU. If you'd like to talk about more DCU stuff, comment below your favorite DC movie. If you have any DC recommendations for me, comics, animated, movies I've missed, put those in the comment section below. My name is Big Cam. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've made it this far and you'd like to support me further, smashing that like button, hitting that subscribe button. If you're new, hitting that bell so you don't miss future videos. Share link button. All help. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And I will see you beautiful people in the next one. Peace!